Hey there, welcome to another grammar video for Unit 7, Blue Listening. In this lesson, we're going to talk about modals of advice and necessity, specifically should, ought to, and have to. Let's get started. Some things you'll need to know to understand this lesson is first, what is a modal verb? Also, what is a base verb? What is advice? And what is necessity? If you don't know these things, take a moment to look them up and then come back. So in this lesson, we'll talk about modals of advice, and necessity. So in this lesson, we're going to talk about modals of advice and modals of necessity, should, ought to, and have to. We'll talk about the meanings. We'll also talk about how to form positive and negative statements, as well as how to ask questions using these modals. You'll have to remember that modal verbs go with a base verb, and they change the meaning of the verb. Also, modals have different jobs, and so this week, we're going to talk about modals in statements of advice and necessity. So to recap, advice means a good idea or something that you can do or not do. Necessity is something you have to do or something you must do. And a non-necessity, well, you have the option or the choice to choose. To give some advice, we use should and ought to in English. Again, this is something that's a good idea to listen to, but you can always choose not to listen. In statements of modals of advice, we start with the subject, followed by the modal, should or ought to, and then the base verb. Some examples: he should say thank you. He ought to say thank you. They should be on time. They ought to be on time. So now in a negative statement, we want to use should not or shouldn't. We do not use ought to. Again, the structure start with the subject, followed by should not or shouldn't, and then the base verb. Some examples: you should not say bad words. You shouldn't say bad words. They should not cut class. They shouldn't cut class. To talk about something that is necessary, we use have to or has to. Again, necessity means there's no choice. If you don't do it, there will be a problem. The structure for statements using have to is as follows. Start with the subject, then we have or has to. Again, we have to choose which to use based on the subject of our statement, and this is followed by a base verb. Some examples: you have to bring your KFU ID to the final exam. She has to bring her KFU ID to the final exam. Now, to talk about something that's not necessity, but it's strong advice, we use don't have to or doesn't have to. Again, you can choose. If you want to do it, great. If you don't want to do it, there's not a problem. The structure for these statements is as follows. Start with a subject, followed by don't or doesn't have to, then the base verb. You'll remember again that the helping verb, don't and doesn't, is based on the subject of your statement, so you'll need to choose the correct one based on the subject. Some examples: you don't have to bring your KFU ID to the Unit 7 exam, or she doesn't have to bring her KFU ID to the Unit 7 exam. Now, to ask and answer questions for advice, we'll use should. We do not use ought to ask questions. The structure, you start with should, followed by the subject, then the base verb. To answer these questions, again, start with yes or no, then the subject, followed by should or shouldn't. Some examples: should I go to the English lounge? Yes, you should. Or no, you shouldn't. Another example: should I study all weekend? Yes, you should. Or no, you shouldn't. Should he get married? Yes, he should. Or no, he shouldn't. Now, to ask about necessity, we have to remember our question structure. So first, we must start with the helping verb do or does, followed by the subject, then have to, and the base verb. Again, do or does is chosen by the subject of your question. To answer these questions, start with yes or no, then the subject, then you can use the helping verb do or does in a positive answer, or don't and doesn't in a negative answer. Again, choosing do or does, or don't or doesn't is based on the subject of the statement or question. Some examples. Do I have to do page 160 for homework? Yes, you do. Or, no, you don't. Does she have to help her sister tonight? Yes, she does. Or, no, she doesn't. Do they have to take a test on Thursday? Yes, they do. Or, no, they don't. Take a moment, pause the video, look at the question structures, practice writing some questions and answers, and then continue. Now, just to review, looking at our charts, we have to remember which form of the verb have goes with which subjects. Also, if we look at the modals, we have the modals of advice, should and ought to, as well as the modal of necessity, have to. Again, take a moment, pause the video, have a look at the chart. You can even practice writing some sentences and questions using all the modals. Now, let's take a practice quiz. Pause the video, answer all the questions, then press play and we'll check your answers. Question 1. You blank use your phone and drive at the same time. Again, this is some advice. You can make the choice. However, we advise that you don't, so we need the negative. C, shouldn't. Question 2. The doctor told him that he blank every day or he will die. Again, he will die, that sounds really serious, so it's very necessary. So B, has to exercise, is the correct answer. Don't forget, we're using has to because we have the subject he. Question 3. You blank buy gifts for your friends if you don't want to. Again, we have a clue, don't want to. We have a choice. So D, don't have to, is the correct answer. Question 4. People blank about their health. Again, we're giving some advice and we think they should care about their health. So A is the correct answer. Don't forget, after the modal, we need the base verb. Question 5. I blank study because I already understand everything 100%. Again, if I know everything 100%, there's no need to study. So B, don't have to study, is the correct answer. That's it for this lesson. As always, I hope it was useful. Class dismissed.